For the past 5 years, Mohammed and Zayn have been living in Adelaide and enjoying all the things other Aussie kids do. But they can still remember a time before they came to Australia when things were very different.
I remember when it was on my birthday, I found a bullet in my window, my room window, and we barely even heard it. I remembered that. And they used to throw like tear gas bombs and that,
The brothers came here as refugees.
My family left Syria because there was war in 2010 and 2011, and we thought we couldn't survive there if we stayed.
Around Australia, there are hundreds of thousands of former refugees like Mohammed and Zayn. They come from many different countries, but all were forced to leave because their life had been threatened by war, violence, or bad treatment, often because of their race, gender, or beliefs. Australia started accepting refugees after the Second World War, when the United Nations set up a special agency, the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. Many countries, including Australia, agreed to help by giving money or aid to the UN's refugee program, as well as taking in refugees to give them a safe place to live. Australia's first refugees were from European countries that had been badly affected by the war. And then in the 70s, Australia resettled more than 55,000 Vietnamese people who were displaced because of the Vietnam War, which Australia had played a role in. Many have compared what happened then to the situation in Afghanistan that's happening right now. And human rights and refugee advocacy groups have called on Australia to help.
There are many women and children that we've been able to get out of Afghanistan.
Our Prime Minister, Scott Morrison, has said Australia will offer 3,000 refugee visas to Afghans, with priority given to people with family already in Australia, as well as women and children. That will come from the existing 13,750 visas that Australia offers every year to refugees from around the world. Other countries involved in the war in Afghanistan, like the UK and Canada, have agreed to take in 20,000 Afghan people. And some would like to see Australia do the same. But the government says the situation is complicated because of COVID and because of how dangerous things are in Afghanistan. Last week, the government had to abandon its rescue mission for now after a deadly attack at Kabul's airport. Meanwhile, some Afghans have already arrived in Australia, ready to start a new life. And many are hoping those still stuck there will get to safety soon.
I feel really bad for Afghanistan, and I don't think they should be treated like that. I think the people that are killing Afghanistan should stop because really Afghanistan didn't do anything to them, and they don't deserve it. They don't deserve being killed. It makes me feel really, really bad, and because I've been in that situation before, but luckily I survived, and I hope they do too.